Fires those things and clean them out.
Yeah.
With all their fish.
Yeah. Got a tree blooming coming up on the left here, right at eye level. Have white flowers on it. These are the buttonwood trees that are blooming right now. We'll see a lot of these along the river. Buttonwood trees have a little white fragrant flower, and we do see a lot of butterflies on them. If anybody's on my Facebook, you've probably seen a really pretty one posted yesterday. Somebody got up real close to one of the butterflies on there. It's one of the eastern tiger swallowtails. It's one of the largest Oh, there's a hummingbird moth.
Yeah, that's a real teeny one. Wow.
Yeah, that's a hummingbird moth.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
moth,
wow.
huh?
Yeah, it's a moth.
Oh my gosh,
It looks exactly like a hummingbird, only it's a lot smaller, obviously.
Where is it? Oh, look right there.
He's right on the
flower.
bottom right corner. Right kind of in that little nook, that little opening
On
right
the
there.
flower?
You have to move first and then you'll see them.
Kind of looks like a giant bee.
Oh, yeah. That's a moth?
That's a moth. It's called a hummingbird moth. Let me see if we can get any closer to it. As you can see, he's flying just like a hummingbird does.
Yeah,
it does look like a
He's using he's got a little long beakish thing that he uses just like a hummingbird does. Not really a beak on this.
Never
Wow,
seen
look at
it.
that.
That's the
That's
first
amazing.
time. I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Wind
We
and always
actually
right
got
there.
up real close to one the other day. See how cooperative he's going to be.
Can you zoom in on that,
Right,
Red?
right there.
It looks like a daggone hummingbird.
I would have, if I didn't know what you said, I would have, first when I looked at it, thought it was a
Wow.
little hummingbird.
I never knew one of those existed. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now.
Thought it was only hummingbirds that moved that fast.
I'll look that up. That's what his name is, the hummingbird moth.
Yeah, I see his little tongue.
I got it. I got video
Good
tape.
job. That's not an easy picture.
And
Oh, now he's down even
a
closer.
better picture for you there, real close.
I got it.
Come on.
You got him already?
HD camera.
Come on. Shoot. My camera's zooming on everything that isn't the moth.
These stumps that are coming up here, are these part of a root system?
It's a root. We're actually going to talk about this a little bit. Those are called bees. We'll talk about this.
Cypress bees or cypress elm?
Cypress bees. Good. We don't get to see those very often. Those are kind of a rare sight to see, and we seen one yesterday and another one today, or two of them yesterday.
I was just worried it was a small hummingbird.
Yeah. We've actually doubled our population this year. I don't know why we got so many this year.
What's your Facebook page?
I got it.
I've got several, but the easiest one, Lazy River Cruises. I've
Okay.
got Withlacoochie River, Capt Mike's Lazy River Cruises. So I've got three of them. So that way it's easy for everybody to find.
Okay. Captain Mike's Lazy River Cruises.
Yeah, everything right now is all private.
How deep is the water looking right now?
Like this spot?
This river.
Well, I can't do that because it's going to vary all of it. We're going to be at a few feet of water as we go through the rapids. Right now we're at about 6 feet of water. We're going to get up past the rapids. We'll be in about 8 to 10 feet of water. So, I mean, it's just different. All depends on the spot you're in. Now, I'm going to stop right here. Over here on the right, this tree right beside us, you'll notice about eye level there's a water mark. And that's from last September. We had 26 inches of rain last August. The river come up 6 feet.
Wow.
Now look 4 feet above that. That's another watermark from 2004.
Wow.
That
Wow.
water back there, that's where the water was at in 2004. Now that was the worst hurricane season in recorded history.
I
We had
remember.
4 major hurricanes in less than 6 weeks.
I remember standing in line for a week waiting for ice.
Yeah.
Trying to get ice.
3 of the hurricanes crisscrossed Florida in the same area, right where this river starts at, brought this river up 10 feet higher than what it is right now, and stayed that high for 2 months. most of
amazing.
the property along the Withlacoochie River, like what we're looking at now, these are all floodplains, very low land. When the river rises, it spreads. The river was 1.5 miles wide during the flood.
Wow.
Because you can see the water line deep into the trees.
Well, that's just last September. I'll show you 04 down here again. There's a really good one right up here that's still real dark on the tree. You kind of see that one, but there's another really good one here. Some of these trees have just about lost the 04 mark, so they're getting hard to find now. Now, when the water gets up just a few inches higher than it was last September, that'd be the 8-foot flood stage. When it gets to that point, they will close the river down to all boat traffic. Now, they do this for a couple of reasons. One is we get a lot of evacuated homes along the river. We used to have problems with people coming in by boats and looting our homes. And they did. And there's also a few homes that were just inches before they had water in them. With a boat going by, the wake behind the boat, it's all it's going to take to push water into a home that might not have done it. There you go.
There's a black fly flying.
Nah, yellow fly. Yeah, luckily we don't get black flies. We get very few deer flies too, the yellow flies. Very few of them. Now in 2004, this area was closed for 4 months. With the hurricanes and the flooding, I was closed for 5.5 months.
Oh my God.
All that my beans and taters, period. See that leaning tree right there?
Yeah.
Now you can see the 04 watermark on that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was bad. When we get back to the bridge, I'll show you how we're that on the bridge.
You can see it back through the woods
Like
there
for him to
pretty
go
good.
underneath the bridge. That's how close.
Pretty good current on this river.
Now the Withlacoochie River, like a lot of our waterways throughout Florida, have Indian names. Withlacoochie means Little Great River. It was given its name by the Seminole Indians. Seminoles gave it its name because this is a naturally rain-fed river. It's 90% rainwater, only 10% springs. So depending on the amount of rainfall we get determines on how high the river is going to be. When we get into drought conditions, the river becomes so shallow and narrow, you can walk across most of this river. In 2013, there was about 8 inches of water here. We weren't coming up this way. But during periods of heavy rain, like we found out again in 04, this river does become a very great river. So Little Great River was a good name. Now the Seminole Indians didn't have a real good imagination for river names. We have 3 Withlacoochie rivers in Florida. Does make it river is 17,000 years old.
Wow.
When it cut through this area, it cuts through a big lime rock bed. You can see some of the lime rock as we go up and down the river. Now, lime rock is typically white. But as the water goes up and down, the rock gets a dark stain. The dark stain comes from tannic acid. Most of the tannic acid in the river comes from these beautiful cypress trees along the river. We'll see more cypress and older cypress than you've probably seen anywhere else. Most of the banks in the Withlacoochie River is cypress swamp. Oh, missed him. The only way to get rid of them too is smack them.
Get rid of them permanently, huh?
This section of the river that we're going through right now is what we call the Withlacoochie Rapids. It's about as rough as it gets, folks.
What causes
It's pretty
that?
flat. I call this my senior rapids.
What causes the...
Rocks. Very rocky right through here.
Something big. There he goes.
Hey, look
Yeah,
at that.
Great egret. Yeah, that's The largest of all the egrets, also known as the American egret.
Mary landed her back there.
Yeah, over there.
Cut that tree out of there.
It just fell over day before yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's going to come in here and mess with it or not. Not in the spot I can get to it right now. It's too shallow over there. I wouldn't go over there anyway right now. Palm trees all over out here.
Do you see alligators out here a while ago, or not much?
Every day.
Every day?
Pretty. Weekends are a lot harder because of all the extra boat traffic you get on the weekend. But I have seen a couple today, and where we're going today, I've got some little babies. So I'm hoping to be able to show you some of the babies. These were born last September.
Wow, that's a slow boat.
Are we going to take the
Now they're growing like that big when they were born.
Yeah.
These
So
are
they're double.
and they're almost double their size. So in a year, they're double.
So people will use that diving board even though there could be alligators?
What is that right in front of it? Is that a turtle
Because
right there?
there are alligators.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No.
Yeah, we
No?
swim out here almost every day.
Really? Oh my goodness, I'm so scared to get.
Oh, just a
We
brown.
were swimming out here yesterday.
Really?
It's hot in the summer. Let's go swimming.
I guess it's just like swimming in the ocean. You gotta run the chance that.
You're actually more likely to get bit by a shark than you are to bit by an alligator.
Oh really?
30 times more likely.
Oh my
You know what?
God.
I just watched a show, and you're right. And you know what the number one was that you could get bit by in water? I think was jellyfish.
Yep. And that's a sting, but
Yeah,
yeah, same.
yeah.
Yeah, attack. So
Right,
yeah,
attacked
whatever.
by
Yeah,
water creature. Whatever.
get hurt.
Yeah.
And man of war too.
No, it was death by like an animal or
Yeah,
whatever in
there you
the
go.
water.
Yep.
And I think
Sharks is probably number 2.
I think sharks was number 2, and then alligators was 3 or something.
In the state of Florida,
Depending where you're at.
we
right?
get about
No, it was the world.
in Florida only, we get about 30 to 40 lightning strikes on people every year. We're a lightning capital of the United States. We get 30 to 40 shark bites in the state of Florida every year, most of it on the East Coast, almost all of it on the East Coast. And gator bites in Florida, gator attacks, 1 every 2 years in the whole state. That's how rare it is.
Yeah. Like the numbers on the program I watched was something like every year in the world, like gators you get like 5 deaths, and then like sharks was, let's just say for numbers sake, 40, you
Yeah.
know, and then like jellyfish was like 500.
Wow,
you know,
really?
or something like
Wow.
insanely
You gotta swim into a jellyfish.
yeah, you do, but you
But
don't
you don't
see
One in
them.
Ocean
But you don't
City,
see
that
'em.
sucker was this big around and about that tall.
You saw
But
one?
also the ones that kill you,
Those
we
tentacles
really
like
don't
6
get
foot.
in the state of Florida.
They're like Australia or something.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Australia
Australia,
and
right.
Africa, some of the more tropical areas, they'll get the ones that can, the man of wars, like he was saying,
Yeah.
those types of, we don't really get those types of jellyfish here. They're very rare, if at all.
Do you know they
Kids were
just
playing
found,
with it.
it was on
Oh,
the
God, that's so
the
scary.
news page on the internet today that they found 2